Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Clara Z and I do videos on luxury handbags and fashion items. So today I am doing a tag that was inspired by my good friend and also fellow YouTuber Kat L. If you don't know who she is, I highly recommend her and I will put links down to her channel down below. Today we're going to talk about her tag, which is All About My Jewellery, which goes through a series of 13 questions to talk about some parts of my jewelry collection. Now, for the purposes of today's video, I am mainly going to be talking about fine jewelry or branded jewelry, and hence we're just going to not talk about the costume jewelry because then it just becomes too many items, and so let's just focus on fine jewelry for today. So let's get started. So the first question in her tag was, what is your oldest jewelry piece? Now, I'm currently living in Hong Kong. I've been here for about 15 years and all my other jewelry is actually in Vancouver, Canada, where I am originally from. However, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you the oldest jewelry from my time in Hong Kong starting about 15 years ago. So the first item that I picked up as a fine jewelry item in Hong Kong is this Tiffany Platinum Heart necklace. It has diamond paving around the edges and it says return to Tiffany. Now, I'm not sure if that Tiffany necklace was the very first thing, but the other item that I initially picked up when I was in Hong Kong was this pearl necklace. It is a MIKIMOTO pearl necklace. So I don't know about you, but when I started in my career, I was already client facing at the age of 25 and I always felt like I had a bit of a baby face and I probably was not that convincing. So in order to dress up a bit and look a bit more mature and older, I always wore a strand of pearls. So this is what they look like on me. Of course, I probably look my age now. However, they did help me to kind of uplift my look and make me look more sophisticated. So if you're ever looking for something to look a bit more sophisticated or just to dress up your look a little bit, I highly recommend pearls. These are from MIKIMOTO, but they are available from any brand. The newest piece in my collection, which is my Hermes CDC bracelet in the rose gold color. You can see it here next to my Justin Clou Cartier bracelet. It is in the rose gold color with these two diamond pyramids, as you can see here. As some of you know, I have just begun my Hermes journey and this is one of the items that I picked up at the store. So the next question is, what is your most expensive jewelry? Now, I'm not sure which one is exactly the most expensive as I bought these over time and I recall they were approximately about the same price, but it either is my diamond studs that you see on me here, or it could be the diamond pendant that I am wearing. This is 1 carat, or it could be this tennis bracelet that is also made out of diamonds. These diamonds are all from De Beers. I'm extremely loyal to De Beers for all my diamonds. Now, of course, you don't have to go through De Beers or Tiffany's. You can get them from any other online store and I'm sure they're just as good. But so far, I believe my most expensive jewelry items are all from De Beers diamonds. So next up is my least expensive jewelry, and I'm not sure which one is more inexpensive, but it could be either my Elsa Peretti Diamond by the Yard necklace, or I'm not sure if it could be my Cartier bracelet, which has the Trinity rings on it and is tied by this string. This string can be changed up into a different color and they do that for you at Cartier, but they make nice little gifts as they are generally on the more inexpensive side in terms of jewelry that you can get from Cartier. So moving on, we're going to talk about my everyday jewelry. Boy, this one is a bit of a hard one because there are a couple pieces that I wear almost every day and I generally rotate in and out of them almost on a daily basis. So starting off with my necklace. So this is my daily necklace. This is also a diamond stud from De Beers. It is a smaller size so that it is a bit more subtle. I believe this one is about 0.3 carats. In terms of earrings, either they generally tend to be these diamond studs or these Tiffany Victoria diamond studs. And in terms of bracelets, I usually have some sort of combination on my wrist, such as my Juste un Clou and my love bracelet. And recently I have also been wearing my Hermes CDC gold bracelet on my right hand, and on the left side today I am wearing my JLC watch. And my other favorite is my Chanel J12 Coco Mademoiselle watch. You can see that it's here in white ceramic. Actually, these days I'm wearing my Apple Watch a lot, so I'm a little worried if my watches are actually not getting enough love, but I am trying to wear them as much as I can. And I really love rings because rings are something that you can see in front of you, and they always bring a smile to my face when I look at them. So my most worn rings are generally a combination of a couple of rings that I like to stack or mix and match. So here is my recent diamond stack. So you can see there are 3 bands, and sometimes I will just wear 2. Another one of my favorites is this Juste un Clou ring, and you can see I have matched it together with one of my Eternity bands. And likely one of my favorite rings has to be my Tiffany & Co 16 stone ring. You can see it is made out of 16 stones and has crisscrosses in yellow gold, and the ring itself is platinum. And again, I have mixed and matched it with one of my diamond Eternity bands. The next one are what items have the best memories attached. So definitely my wedding and engagement rings would have some of the best memories attached, and these are just from Tiffany & Co. However, I did want to talk about another item that has a lot of meaning to me, which is this Rolex. It is in the size 26 mother of pearl with diamond markers, and this watch is really special to me. I bought this when I reached 7 years in Hong Kong, which means I got my permanent residence in Hong Kong. It has been my dream since I was 8 or 9 years old to live and work in Asia. So it took me over 20 years to realize this dream, and now I've been living and working in Asia for over 15 years. But this was such a moment before me because it was something that I had worked towards almost all of my life and something I had dreamed of for the longest time. So this watch has a lot of meaning to me. To be honest, this size is a bit small for my current taste, but I don't mind it. I use it as a jewelry piece anyway, so I will likely use it as a bracelet. So the next question is what jewelry piece I think is totally worth the hype, and I am like Kat. I believe that Cartier is totally worth the hype, especially my Cartier Juste un Clou bracelet. The workmanship is so good, and you have to be able to feel it, touch it, and wear it to feel the workmanship. I know there are other brands that could try to copy it, but it's just not the same. When you're wearing it, there's a weight to it, and the way that it's made, the curves and the precision, it's just very high quality workmanship. True, if you went out and you bought a 99.9% gold piece from your custom jeweler, it is way cheaper. But honestly, the way it looks and the way it feels and the craftsmanship is just absolutely stunning. And definitely this is worth the hype, at least to me. So the next question is, which jewelry pieces do you think are not worth the hype? So I'm going to show you my Cartier love bracelets. I'm not saying this is not worth the hype. What I wanted to show you is that this palladium hardware love bracelet has a diamond in the center, and because it has a diamond in the center, it makes this one more rhodium plated. What is not worth the hype to me is the diamond pieces within these bracelets. Because these diamonds are embedded into the bracelet, you really cannot see the sparkle of these diamonds. Usually if you want to see the diamond sparkle, they should be in prongs, or the setting should be higher so that they sparkle. So while I appreciate this bracelet and I love this bracelet, I do think that having a lot of diamonds on them is not worth the hype, simply because it's a lot more expensive and you are not getting a lot of sparkles for the extra diamonds on the bracelet. So when people ask me if I should get diamonds or not for some of these bracelets, I actually recommend using the extra money to get something like this tennis bracelet. It is definitely a lot more bling and you'll probably spend the same amount of money. So instead of putting diamonds on your love bracelet, why not get an additional tennis bracelet that you can also mix and match with all your other jewelry items, and also it's definitely a lot more bling. So next up are my favorite jewelry pieces from my favorite brands, and it should be no surprise that my Juste un Clou bracelet from Cartier is probably one of my all-time favorite jewelry pieces. Next up is likely going to be my diamond pendant from De Beers. And finally, if you have been following me regularly, you probably know that my Tiffany & Co. 16 stone ring is probably also my favorite piece from Tiffany & Co. Next up is what is my most used jewelry piece, and I would have to say it's either my Juste un Clou bracelet, which I hardly if ever take off, and my diamond solitaire necklace from De Beers, the smaller one, which is 0.3 carats. Next up is my most underrated jewelry item. So for this item, I decided to do a non-luxe item. It is these pearl drop earrings. They were fairly inexpensive and I purchased these off of Etsy, so they were really inexpensive and they are made with real gold at the tips here so that they won't irritate my ears. So they look something like this. So next up are my most nostalgic pieces. So other than the Rolex that I talked about, then I would say it would be my pearl studs and also my MIKIMOTO pearl necklace. These items were all purchased to commemorate special milestones in my life. So the final question is, which one has been my most disappointing pieces? And to be honest, this one may come as a surprise. However, it's not disappointing because it's poor quality or if there's something wrong with it. In fact, no, it is a very popular item and I love the look of it. It is my Van Cleef & Arpels stone jewelry pieces. So that includes this mother of pearl necklace. It includes this black onyx ring and the various Van Cleef studs that I have acquired from them. So the reason these items are disappointing for me is not because they are not beautiful pieces, but it has more to do with my lifestyle, because sometimes I forget to take, say, my earrings or my necklace off at the end of the day when I need to shower, and sometimes I end up wetting them, and according to Van Cleef, you're not supposed to wet them because I've also heard stories about shrinkage of these jewelry pieces away from the frame of the jewelry, which kind of annoys me because these are very expensive jewelry pieces and I don't want them to shrink. Another issue is that I can't really clean these pieces because unlike gold and diamonds, you can put them in jewelry water. Instead, with these delicate stones, all you can do is take a dry cloth just to polish them. However, you can see it's not that easy to polish because you have to really get under the rims or the edges, and sometimes it's just kind of in the way. And so because of the convenience factor and because of the high maintenance of these jewelry items, I find that they are disappointing. And again, these are beautiful, gorgeous pieces. It has more to do with my lifestyle, and hence in recent years, if I wanted something from Van Cleef, then I would get them in gold, such as these frivol earrings or even these Socrates diamond stud earrings. What I've realized over the years is that I do prefer classic items, and preferably items that are generally low maintenance as they fit my lifestyle better, because I am a working girl and so I'm always in a rush and I'm always really busy, and I just don't have time to come home every day to polish every single piece of jewelry or to polish them all the time. And so I prefer items that I can mix and match, don't have to worry about, so that I can just put it on and be out the door. Or in some cases, sometimes I do wear my earrings or my necklaces to sleep. I do remove everything from my my arms and hands, except for maybe sometimes my Justin Clou or the love bangle or even the CDC bracelets. But for most of my jewelry, I tend to leave it on if it's not too uncomfortable, and hence the convenience and the low maintenance factor is very important. So I hope this video hasn't been too long, and I hope this video has been interesting to you. If you have any questions or comments about any of these jewelry items, please feel free to leave comments down below. And if you also enjoyed this tag and you're also a YouTuber, I highly recommend that you also share with us items in your jewelry collection that answer to the 13 questions, which I'll also leave down below. Thank you so much again for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't done so already, please feel free to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye bye now.